So hi everyone and welcome. This is Family Friendly Yoga. My name is Connie Pastorius. So this is just 30 minutes of nice relaxing stretches, taking a couple deep breaths and just enjoying the day. So go ahead and make your way to your mat and we'll get started. We're going to have a seat, any position that's comfortable. You can cross your legs, you can sit on your knees, you can put a pillow underneath or a block. And we're just going to take our hands either to our hearts or resting on our knees. So to begin, let's close our eyes and just start to take a few deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. See if you can make your inhales a little bit longer and exhales complete, emptying out all the air out of the lungs. Now, while you're taking those deep breaths, let's set an intention for the day called a mantra. So with your eyes still closed, if you like, imagining in your mind the sentence, I am becoming, and then choosing a word for yourself for the day, what you want to get out of the class. If you want to become more flexible, if you want to be relaxed, if you want to be more present, say the sentence in your mind, I am becoming, with an inhale. And as you exhale, that word or phrase that's just yours and no one else's. So let's do that one more time. In through the nose, I am becoming. And as you exhale through the nose, think of that word or phrase that you want to get a little bit more of for today. And that's what we're going to do for our 30 minutes in our class. So if our minds start to wander, if we start to think about other things, maybe tasks that we have to do or didn't do, come back to that intention and just enjoy the moment, enjoy the movement. So speaking of movement, let's begin our practice. Let's go ahead and take the arms up, connect the inhale with reaching the arms overhead and exhaling the arms down. Inhale them up and exhale them down. And then let's just take the right arm up, keeping the other arm on the floor, and then reach over the head and to the side, stretching the right side. Let's inhale up and exhale the other arm up and over. Inhaling up, exhaling over. Inhale up, exhale over. Let's do one more time on each side. Inhale up, exhale over. And then last time, inhale and exhale. Wonderful. Go ahead and come on up. Let's take a nice seated twist. So we take the right arm to the left knee, all the way across the body. Reach the left arm back, look over the shoulder, and gently twist the spine. Now we inhale back to the center and switch sides. Exhale and twist. Inhale to the center. So we're doing lots of movement to start with. Exhale as you twist. Inhale back to the center. Exhale and twist. Let's do one more on each side. Inhale. Long spine. Exhale, twist, wring out your insides. Inhale. Exhale and twist. Wonderful. Go ahead and come into all fours on your mat. So in all fours, our hands are under our shoulders, our knees are under our hips, and we'll move through a cat and a cow. So inhale, lift your tailbone, look up, slightly lift the chin on an inhale for cow. And as you exhale, tuck the tailbone, pull the belly up towards the ceiling, spreading the shoulder blades and tucking the chin for cat. And continuing as you breathe. So we inhale into the cow, and we exhale into the cat. 2 more times at your own pace, whatever feels good for you. Exhale. And then the last time, inhale, tailbone up, shoulders back, look forward. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, spread the shoulder blades, tucking the chin. And then let's take the knees wide out towards the edge of the mat. Bring the toes together and sit all the way back. Big stretch as we reach forward for child's pose, balasana. Relaxing the head on the mat. We take a deep breath in. And we exhale and relax everything out. From here, let's inhale all the way up into a modified plank and then lower everything down to the mat, moving into a baby cobra. So hands are next to the chest and keeping the legs relaxed, we inhale and lift the heart off the floor for baby cobra and exhale back down. Again, inhale and lift, not putting any weight in our hands. Why? Because cobras don't have hands. Exhale down. 2 more times. Inhale up, lift the heart. Exhale down. Last time, inhale, lift up. And exhale down. Now here, glide the hands forward till the elbows are under the shoulders. And then as you lift your heart and your belly up away from the floor, we come into Sphinx pose. So legs are still relaxed, but now we're pushing our arms down to lift our torso up. Looking forward, maybe the chin's just a little bit. Lift it up. Let's take a breath in. Then exhale out. Now slowly lower everything back down to the mat. Press the hands up. Let's go back to child's pose just for 1 moment. Nice stretch for the back. And then we tuck our toes under. Rise up, lift the knees off the floor and come into our downward dog. Go ahead and pedal your paws, your heels down to the floor 1 at a time to stretch. And then just saying hello to the back of the legs. Shaking the head out, yes and no, totally relaxed. Pressing the fingers into the mat. Pressing each heel down 1 at a time. And then from downward dog, we inhale up into plank pose just for 1 breath. Hands come under the shoulders, strong belly. Exhale, lift the bum up and back to downward dog. Let's do this 2 more times. Inhale up to plank, breathe. Exhale, lift the hips up and back. Once more, inhale up to plank and exhale back. And then from here, let's walk the feet up to the top of the mat, coming into a forward fold with the feet together. In this forward fold, bend your knees until your ribs touch your thighs. You can wring your wrists out left and right if it feels good, and shake your head out if it feels good. Totally relaxed. And from here, we bend the knees, look forward slightly, reach the arms out and up with an inhale, and exhale the hands to the heart. Moving into a flowing chair pose to wake up our legs. Let's inhale the arms overhead. As we exhale, sit way back like there's a chair behind you into chair pose. Just for 1 breath. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, sit back. Wonderful. Inhale up. Exhale, sit back. Last time, inhale up. And exhale, sit back. From here, go ahead and come back up to a standing position. Let's take the feet hip distance apart, so not too far apart, and move into arm circles. So let's draw the arms forward like we're a zombie, and then keep going up and then back and down. Let's do this a few times just to wake up the arms and the upper body. Doesn't have to be too fast or too slow. Breathing is relaxed. And then let's rest. And then feet hip distance apart. Let's twist left and right. So we twist from the ankles up through the crown of the head. And we take a little nice torso massage as the hands gently hit the body. Let's do a couple more times on each side and get all the stress out. Excellent, relax. So from here, let's grab our elbows. Bring the forearms up to the forehead with a breath in. And as we exhale, keep the legs straight and hinge forward from the hips. So we're creating a right angle. We have a straight spine, straight legs, really stretching the back of the hamstrings. Let's inhale the arms back up. Exhale those arms out and down, and then grab the elbows again. Inhale the forearms up to the head. Exhale and hinge forward. Deep breath in, rise up. Exhale, arms out to the side and down. Once more, grab those elbows, bring them up to the forehead with an inhale. Exhale, hinge halfway down. And then come on back up, arms out to the side and down, and then step out to face the long edge of the mat, taking the legs nice and wide. So before we move further into the legs, let's take our hands to either side of our tailbone and bring the elbows together behind the back. So a nice bringing together of the elbows, stretching the chest and the shoulders. And let's just lift the chin a little bit. And from here, we go ahead and fold all the way down, relaxing the arms down to the floor if it feels good. Taking a nice stretch in the legs. So we're warming up all parts of the body. Let's walk our hands over to the left leg for a stretch. Looking at your beautiful knee. And then walking the hands over to the right leg for a stretch. Breathe and relax. And coming back to the mat, we bend the knees, slowly look forward, reach the arms up into a 5-pointed star, making sure your toes point out just slightly as we move into sunflowers and moonflowers. So starting with moonflowers, let's bend the knees out to the side, bringing the elbows into our waist and coming up. So inhale them down, do a deep squat, exhale up. Inhale it down, exhale up. Inhale down and exhale up. Now sunflowers, a little bit different. We cross the arms overhead and then we fold forward, bend the knees, sweep the flowers from the ground. As we exhale, we throw them up into the sky and repeat. The sunflowers, we scoop them up into our arms and then throw them up into the sky. Keep going. Inhaling down, exhaling up. Let's do 2 more times. Last one. And then take the arms out to the side and sitting low, bending the knees, bringing the palms up over to face upwards into a warrior. Sit just a little bit lower and then come on up. Then let's step up to the top of the mat. From the top of the mat, we're gonna step the right leg back and come into crescent lunge. So bringing the arms overhead, we reach up, lunging forward, and we breathe. From here, we're gonna go right into airplane. So take the arms behind our back, reaching back behind us, and then shift the weight forward, lifting the back leg off of the floor. Our arms are our wings, and our leg that's sticking up on our torso and our head is the body of the plane. Take one more breath in. Exhale and stand right back up and shake out the legs. From here, we step the left leg back, the other leg now into crescent lunge. Taking the arms overhead, we breathe and stretch deep. And then from here, move into airplane. So take the hands behind the back, reach far back, and then bring the weight forward onto the front leg, and then hinge forward till your back leg is in line with your spine. Imagining you're flying, looking down at the city. As you breathe, and slowly rise up and shake it out. From here, moving into tree pose, Vrikshasana. Bring the weight onto your left leg. Bring the heel to the ankle. Or if you want, you can bring the heel up to the calf. Or if you want to try even more, skip over your knee and go up to the inner thigh. Each one works just fine. Make sure that knee comes out to the side and then extend your branches up, out, and find yourself a strong, confident, rooted tree. And then the wind blows a little bit and you wave your branches from side to side. And then you grow a little bit taller and then you relax and shake it out. Moving to tree on the other side, choosing whether you do ankle or your calf, or you skip over the knee and come all the way up. We extend our arms up, our shoulders down, and we find ourselves a beautiful tree pose. And then again, it gets a little windy, so we go to one side and then the other, and then a little bit more again, and then we come out of it and shake it out. So bending the knees, moving around just a little bit more. We move into the warrior poses. From here, let's step the right leg back, bring the foot flat on the floor, and we lunge forward, coming into warrior two. So the back foot is lined up with the back of the mat. We lunge forward, and the shoulders are relaxed. Extend out long in both directions. Imagine your tailbone going straight down towards the floor as you breathe and rest in warrior. From here, let's drop the back arm down that back leg, reach up and back for reverse warrior. And then let's exhale and bring the front forearm to the front thigh for side angle. Flowing these two poses, imagine you're moving from your belly button. Inhale, reach back. Keep the legs grounded and rooted and unmoving. Exhale to side angle. So right about that belly button, that solar plexus is our third chakra. That is where our source of creative energy flows from. So we're really moving and waking up our creativity when we activate and move around that part of our bodies. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, come forward. And from here, come up to that warrior again. Straighten the front leg. Reach forward with your torso and glide down into the triangle pose. Pressing your arm against your leg and then looking up and drawing that shoulder back. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Let's revolve this triangle by taking our hand down to the floor, pivot onto the ball of the back foot. If you have to bend the front knee a little bit, that's okay. Then we reach the left arm up and look up. You can also shorten the distance between the two legs if you like. Take one more breath in. Exhale, lunge forward, step up into forward fold. So shake everything out. Shake the wrists, shake the head. You can grab your elbows and rock left and right if you wish. And we bend our knees, look forward, reach up with an inhale. And exhale into just one of those chair poses, just for fun. Then come back up to standing mountain pose, Tadasana. And we move to warrior on the other side. So we step the left leg back, spiral the heel down so it's in line with the back of the mat. And then we lunge forward, extending our arms in both directions. And if you have to kind of wiggle around to get comfortable, that's fine. The warrior. Looking over the front fingertips. The warrior is calm and relaxed, ready for anything. Now we flow from that solar plexus or that belly button area. We drop the back arm down the back leg, reverse warrior. And then we exhale into the side angle, taking the forearm to your leg. Inhale, reach back. Keeping the legs strong, rooted, grounded, and unmoving so you can flow creatively in both directions. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Once more in each direction. And then coming back to the warrior, we straighten the front leg as we move into triangle. Reach forward in front of you and glide down into triangle pose. Looking up to the top hand, the shoulder comes down like you're rotating your heart towards the ceiling. Take a breath in. Exhale, relax. We now revolve our triangle, taking the hand to the floor, pivot on the ball of the back foot, so all 10 toes point forward. If you have to bend the front knee a little bit, that's fine, but then we reach the right arm up and look up and breathe. Find one part of your body to relax. Take one more inhale. Exhale, drop the back knee. Take the hands to the floor. Bring both knees around to meet behind you. And then bring the soles of the feet together for butterfly pose. So bring the shoulders back. Grab your feet or your ankles, whatever feels comfortable. Let the knees fall out to the sides. Let's start with a deep breath in, long spine. Exhale, fold forward into butterfly pose or konasana. Relax the shoulders. If you want to help yourself a little bit deeper into the stretch, you can keep bending at your elbows and hinging forward from the hips. Let's take 2 more breaths. In and out. And 1 more in and out. Wonderful. Let's bring the knees together. Go ahead and face the short edge of your mat. And then straightening the legs. We pull our cushions out from under us. Sit up tall. Take a breath in, arms up and overhead. Exhale and fold forward. Long stretch down the back of the legs. Again, if it helps, you can grab onto your ankles or feet, whatever you grab onto, and help yourself into that stretch a little bit deeper. And slowly rise up, coming into staff pose. So staff pose is a really challenging one, even though it looks very easy. We start in the position that we're in now, but we take our hands behind us with our fingers pointed away, and we prop our spines upright and straight. So our backs are nice and straight and tall, maybe leaning just slightly forward. And then as you imagine a string pulling the crown of your head up, you're going to release your arms, but not let your back move from the position you put it into. So the shoulders are back. You feel this movement. You feel the strength of your back, the strength of your legs. Take 1 more breath in. Exhale and fold all the way forward and relax. Now slowly come up, scooch forward just a bit so you can grab onto your thighs and lower all the way down. Still holding onto your legs, rocking left and right if it feels good on the mat, curled up like a ball. Taking a nice massage across the back, having a little extra fun. And then let's wrap our hands around our left leg and extend the right one all the way down to the floor. Taking a little stretch here as we pull the leg in. And then we cross that knee all the way over to the other side of the floor, twisting the whole spine and extending the left arm out till the nose and turning the nose to point past the arm. A nice spinal twist, imagining your spine like a spiraling staircase. 1 more inhale. And exhale, draw the knee back up to the middle and switch legs. So let's bring the other leg in, hold on tight, extend that other leg flat, pull the knee in for a nice little stretch here. And when you're ready, cross it over the body all the way down to the floor and extending the right arm out and turning the head towards that arm. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, wring out your insides. Breathe. And slowly draw the knee back up to the center. Hug both knees into the chest. Rock left and right once more because it feels good, because it's fun. And moving into happy baby pose. So take your peace fingers, your index and middle finger, and grab your big toes. And then let the knees draw out alongside your ribs as you pull your knees down towards the floor. And if you want to start rocking left and right again, that's fine too. Just enjoying the nice stretch, pretending to be a happy baby, playing with your feet. You can continue drawing the knees down towards the floor for a good stretch. Take one more breath in. Exhale, relax the feet onto the floor, close to your bum, arms down at your side. Moving into the bridge, we take a breath in. Exhale and peel the spine off the mat till you come up to your shoulders. If you want to tuck your elbows and your arms underneath together, that's fine. We're creating a straight line from our knees all the way up to our shoulders. Pushing the hips upwards as you relax. If you want, you can lift your heels and float a little bit higher. Breathe. Let's take one more inhale. Exhale, lower back down to the mat. One last time, knees to the chest. And then turn onto one side and come back up to a seated position on the mat. Just like in the beginning, if you wish to cross one foot over for half lotus, or if you can cross both feet on top for full lotus. Before we finish out our practice, we'll do just a few more stretches, starting with a nice little neck stretch. So let's take the left hand to the right side of the head, gently press and lengthen and stretch out the whole side of the neck, only using the pressure from the fingers to move the head. Slowly come up, come back up to sitting straight, and then take the right hand to the left side of the head and gently press, very gently. You can stretch the other side of the neck. Belly is relaxed, breathing is relaxed. Slowly come up with the hands resting on the knees. We're going to turn to look over our left shoulder. We're going to inhale and draw a half circle around our collarbone. Exhale and come up to the other side. So inhale, we're doing half circles with our necks. Exhaling up, looking over the other shoulder. Let's go 2 more times in each direction. Not too fast, not too slow. Just with our breath. Last time. And over. And coming back to the center. And closing our eyes for a moment, either taking the hands to the heart or resting on the knees. Coming back to our intention for the practice, remembering when we said, I want to become, or I am becoming, and the word you chose, we now create an affirmation and say in our minds, I am, and whatever the word or phrase is that you chose. So in your mind, take an inhale and say, I am. And as you exhale, the word that you chose for the day. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, I am. Exhale your words. And last time, I am. Exhale. And if your hands aren't already at your heart, bringing them there as we close our practice. The inner light in me sees, honors, understands, and loves the inner light in each of you, and in that we are one. I know that time is your most valuable thing that you have to give, so thank you for sharing it with me. Have a beautiful day. Enjoy the weather. Namaste.
Thank you.
As you guys do.
Bye-bye. See you on Sunday.
All right, did you guys have fun?
Yes, lots of fun. So the forward bends, anything that involves not bending the legs, I cannot do. So very tight hamstrings. So I think he has tight hamstrings.